Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming along. Obviously, you've heard from all the experts. Now you're going to hear from a layman. That's me. But my journey started, as I say, with problems, obviously back in 2014, and I've been relatively lucky over the years, healthy-ish, and I started getting headaches. So I went down to the doctors like you do, and they said, oh, we'll give you a blood test. And they phoned me and said, can you come back? It's gone wrong. So in the end, it wasn't the blood that had gone wrong, it was me. And I was suffering from high platelets a lot, going up. So I started going to Kingston, and they checked me out every 3 months, but the platelets were still going up quite high. So I was on medication to bring them down. Anyway, in the end, this lovely doctor in haematology said, you seem to have a blockage in the liver. So I had every sort of scan you can possibly think of, but it wasn't showing up what this blockage was. So in the end, I had a biopsy of the liver, because that's where the blockage was, and they said, this guy got really excited about it. He said, I was right. He said, you've got amyloidosis, which not many people know what it is, and it's quite rare. I think you guys probably know what it is. Anyway, what it is, it's protein of the body, which is going into the major organs. So it's gone in the spleen, it goes in the liver, it goes in the heart, it's not good. But they said, if it goes in the kidneys, you're not going to have a transplant because of the amyloidosis. Anyway, going on into that, one had to start with dialysis, and I was on dialysis for about a year. It's fine, it does its job. Without it, it wouldn't be. So anyway, they look after me at the Royal Free once a year at Hampstead, which is a good hospital for amyloidosis patients. And I actually happen to say, I've been told I can never have a kidney transplant because of amyloidosis. And this guy, WizKid obviously, he said, I'll have a look. So he phoned me, I think it was, and he said, I can't see why not. So I thought, well, that sounds a bit of luck, doesn't it? Because dialysis for the rest of your life. So anyway, I told haematology at Kingston, they told these guys here at St George's, had a couple of tests done, and then it was like the 31st of October, be 2 years ago now, approximately, and I got a call and they said, you're now on the list for a donor. Incidentally, I was offered 3 people that wanted to give me kidneys, but I didn't want to go up that route. That was me. I thought, no, I'll just wait, Anyway, I was told on the 31st of October that I was now on the list. Keep your phone with you all the time. You might get a phone call tonight, might be tomorrow, 3 weeks' time, 3 years' time, who knows? Anyway, as it went on, that was the 31st of October. On the 5th of November, I got a phone call to say, can you come in? So again, approximately 3 hours to get there, which is not a problem here. And again, with St George's, the team obviously are very, very good here, which you'll probably find out one day, hopefully. Anyway, I went there on the 5th of November, met the surgeon, lovely guy, and he said, what I'm going to do, this is me, a layman talking, he said, I'm going to pop a couple in, kidneys for you. So anyway, he went off, he said, I'm just going to go off to see the kidneys, he said, and see what they're like. Anyway, he came back and he said, I'm awfully sorry, he said, but I don't think they're up to scratch. He said, I can't waste my time, and I certainly don't want to waste your time.
I did it when 12 hours had passed.
Yeah, anyway, so I came home and I'm thinking, me as a person, I don't like playing the waiting game. When's it going to be again? 3 months, 3 years? I don't know. Anyway, on the 6th of November, I got a call, and I went back again, the following day. Same surgeon came and saw me, and he said, I'm going to go down and check the kidneys, and we'll have you in with like 20 minutes. And, well, the rest is history, basically. I went in, had the kidneys, had 2 fitted. Everything's fine. One of them is a little lazy, literally, but it's doing the job. So here I am. Hopefully, you guys that are waiting, it will happen one day. The only thing that I say to you is obviously drink plenty of water, as you can see. It's probably, for me, I find that when you're at home, it's easier to drink out of a glass. It's easier than keep drinking out of a bottle, and you drink more. That's me. Always do what they say. If they say take this tablet, do that, do this, turn up on the day, turn up. Don't let them down. They're doing a job, and it's for you. So, look out for yourself. Keep yourself fit, literally.
Sorry. The question I asked you about who did you have with you at home? So I think everyone in this room today has somebody with them, and it's important that there is someone there by your side. Just
unfortunately,
because you're exhausted.
I've got this guy which I call the wingman. And he obviously gives me all. He knows what I take. I don't. You know, it's very good. And obviously,
Still
again,
doesn't know.
He still doesn't know. No. But if you get medication, obviously, which you will do. I mean, unlike my mother, who used to carry her medication round in like a piece of tissue paper and drop him everywhere, and I think my dog ate more. You know, and literally, if it's Monday, you take Mondays and Tuesdays. You do it properly, you know, not messed up. But if you've got the right person on your side, it will look out for you, yeah, to help you along, literally. It all counts. But just do what you can. I mean,
it is life changing.
Yes, I mean, it is
life
I mean,
changing, isn't it?
Yeah,
literally, I actually left school early. I worked all my life because I have, and hard, believe me. But going on dialysis had to be, but I found it didn't hurt at all. But it was like 4 hours sitting there, you know, waiting and all that. And this is going to be for life, you know. Being told there was not going to be a transplant. Anyway, it went right for me. And now, you know, I'm getting fine. I'm going along fine. You know.
Also, well, I think it's good to say, so, you know, don't be frightened of it either. I mean,
No.
it literally does change your life completely.
Yeah.
It takes you away, took you away from dialysis, gave 100% your life back, 100% back, because you were unable. After dialysis, you were tired. You were tired probably, and it just eats into your life.
But it's not about, like, you know, you guys obviously don't worry about age so much. I mean, I'm not very far off 70, you know, coming up. So, I mean, there is chance for us all, obviously, again. But keep fit, that's the main thing, yeah. You know, not need 2 drinks and don't smoke too much, you know, just keep everything happy. I'm not saying you've got to live terrible, but I mean, do what you can. But obviously with the team, obviously these guys here, you know, second to none, you know. So, I think, you know, if there's any questions, do ask them. But like, you know, this is me talking, not an expert. But I mean, I've been there and I've done it. Yeah.
I think you're the most expert of us all because you had it.
This lady is fantastic here. They're all fantastic, but this lady is fantastic.
We've had to be, you know, all of them.
Yeah.
And many aren't here too.
I've also been told that St George's, as a hospital, is a very good one. You know, so I was fortunate to come here anyway. But you know, people.
But it's a tough ride for the first. It is a tough ride. The first 6 months, isn't it?
But it's
tough slog.
people do not the NHS, as you probably know. I can't. They can't. Basically, you know.
there might be some questions because, I mean, everybody's journey is different. Everyone is different. You have younger people, older people, and your journey will be different. Do you have any questions for these people that have gone through the process? And I know that there'll be some people that have someone at home, and there are some people that have no one at home. But then maybe there's a network that will support you through. But also let us know as well, because then we'll be looking at how we can ensure you do have support in the community. But do you have any questions? Because it was quite different. A deceased donor transplant, you couldn't plan anything.
You were blessed.
What time did your call come?
You were blessed getting the donors.
Early hours.
Yeah.
But a live donor, at least you could plan and decide that this was when the transplant would happen. Does anybody have any questions for any of our volunteers?
I've just got a basic question.
Yeah.
A practical question. Do you get an ambulance? Does the ambulance come for you? 'Cause
No, I'm
I know
afraid
they have a hospital there at King's, they send an ambulance. They don't coaches them.
no, they
Just
don't.
make your way in.
Yeah, people make their way in. Most wouldn't send an ambulance just because, and there will be particular situations, because if they have to send an ambulance, then is that person fit enough to have a transplant? Post-transplant, we do support people with their transport for the first 6 weeks, but after that they need to find their way in, unfortunately.
So a follow-up question for that is, if you happen to not be in London, what would happen? So if you a little bit further afield,
So
is there a time limit?